I'm Novi, and I'll...
Hey everybody, this is Recap Kid, and today I'm gonna be your host for this Q&A.
No, Recap Kid, that's my job. I'm the host, not you.
What? No, I'm the host.
No, you're just to be interviewed.
No, I'm the host. You just do everything else. I'm gonna be answering all the questions. Just me, myself, and I, because of course everybody's here for the Recap Kid. Because I'm like the obvious best character of the show.
If you don't go away, I'll make sure you're last.
No.
Shoot.
No, you gotta let me do it. You gotta let me be the host. No!
Sorry about that. Let's get on to our first question then. I don't know what to have as a user asks. Dib, will you ever learn to get along with Zim?
I would rather be chased by big feet than get along with Zim.
Gaming Mentor 101 asks, Hey Dib, what are your thoughts on anti-vaxxers?
Meh, if it's not supernatural, paranormal, or Zim, then I'm not interested in it. Plus, my dad makes his own vaccination. A real pain, if you know what I mean.
Shiali Hart asks, Hey there Dib, big fan. I have a question. What would you say your relationship is with your family and Zim even?
Obviously, my dad doesn't believe me, or the paranormal that I try to convince him. As for Gas, well, she helps here and there, only if it benefits her in some way. Plus, she scares me when she's angry. Wait, did you just say you were my fan?
Fire Afton asks, Dib, have you ever met the Tallists again?
You mean those alien scums? I haven't. And they still haven't told me their weaknesses or their coordinates. Plus, my head is not that large. Is it?
Evan Simpson asks, Hey Dib, what if everyone found out that Zim was an alien?
Then that would prove to everyone that I was right. That I was not crazy and be considered as Earth's greatest hero!
Invader Zim asks, Dib, if I threw 1 million pigs at your face, how would you feel? Starts tossing them at Dib's face.
Ugh, stupid human!
I'm just going to go outside to cool out for a bit. Ow! What? Are you kidding me? Even outside? Ah!
Carlitos Clement asks, Dib, did you used to think Zim was reptilian before you knew more about his species, or were you unclear what type of alien he was when he showed up at your school?
Reptilian? Please. What kind of idiot do you take me for? I mean, sure, he's green, but he has no scales or a nose. Even a rookie paranormal investigator wouldn't make that mistake. Also, didn't you see my diagram? I knew his species was bug-like, even from the start. Reptilian, you insult me.
Fire Afton asks, Gaz, why do you act rude to Dib? He may be annoying, but he is still your brother, and siblings should look out for each other.
Dib isn't just annoying, he's also very inconsiderate. He always involves me in a stupid paranormal dookie or missions to stop Zip. I couldn't care less, but Dib doesn't stop to consider what I want. He instead interrupts my games and steals my pizza. So I ask you this. Why should I respect him when he's too busy chasing ghostly delusions of saving mankind to even consider respecting me? Huh? That's what I thought.
Evan Simpson asks, Gaz, do you have superpowers?
I suppose my ability to terrify could be considered a superpower. I mean, I have been known to haunt people's nightmares and terrify anyone who gets in my way. Fun fact, people can be scared to death. I might have to test that ability out on the next person who makes me angry.
Evan Simpson asks, Gaz, why don't you smile?
Well, I show my teeth on occasions when I get really angry. As for smiling, I'm never happy long enough for that. Someone, usually Deb, always ruins the moment. However, you probably wouldn't want me to smile. I mean, didn't you see that show with that blonde girl who never smiles and hangs out with death? One episode, she was forced to smile for a pageant. Ew. And the entire universe was destroyed. Would you really want that to happen here? then again... Is it working? Is the universe unraveling? Nothing happened. Disappointing.
Invader Zim asks, Minimoose, Minimoose, why are you so cute? I just love you, little Minimoose. If your master wasn't evil and trying to take over the world, what would you do instead? I don't know what to have as a user says. To Minimoose, boops. Beep boop booped your nose. Aw, poor Minimoose. Agent Mothman asks, Sizzlorr, what's Gashlug like? And is there a story behind why he pronounces his O's so intensely?
Gashlug? He's my best employee. He's very reliable, hardworking, and doesn't try to escape, unlike some people. He's also a little goofy, especially when it comes to that O thing. I never really asked him about it, but I always assumed it was his way of showing enthusiasm, and I admired that quality in an employee. If only Zim were like Gashlug.
Fire Afton says, to the robot parent, please don't do something stupid to me like you did to those other people.
Does not compute. Error. Anyone want muffins? Error. Who does your hair? Error. Parental unit. Corruption.
Just a heads up, Tack is calling from somewhere in space and what's left of her escape pod, so her connection might cut in and out every so often. I don't know what to have as a user asks, Tack, can I hugs you? You're a better invader than Sam.
Hug? Gross! Get your filthy human flesh off me! Also, yes, I am a better invader than Zim, obviously. He's incompetent, but thank you for acknowledging it.
Fire Afton asks, Tack, have you ever tried to put Zim in a small cage to stop him? He may be smart, but he isn't really smart. Sorry, Zim.
Sorry? Why are you saying I'm sorry to Zim? Zim does not deserve your sorry. Also, yeah, that is actually a pretty good plan. I could trap him just like he trapped me. I could put him in a cage, maybe lace it with some spikes, obviously put a noise cancellation field around it so he doesn't annoy me. Oh, my tallest Mamie, write this down. I'm on a roll here. Maybe I could electrify the cage, maybe put it into some fire. Wait, fire doesn't affect us, never mind. I know, I could put it over water. Very hot running water. Well, water affects us at any temperature, but let's see. Maybe I could even have sharks in the water that are trying to eat him, but I'll have to bait it. Wait, I know. Maybe some barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce burns him, and it also smells good to the earth creatures. Yes! Revenge will be sweet!
Invader Zimmy asks, Zim, what would you do if the Almighty Tallest told you that your mission was fake?
My mission? Fake? Never! If it were a mission of utter fakeness, Zim would have noticed immediately. The Almighty Tallest entrusts only the utmost important mission to their greatest Urkin. Greatest Urkin next only to them, of course. Never would they think twice about faking my plans to dominate Earth. The greatest Urkin mission of all time!
The Unforgotten Sages YT asks, Zim, did you know that your enemy Dib was actually a clone of his father, Professor Membrane? Plus, I hope you have a nice day, Zim. Honk.
The Dib Stink is a clone? Since when did such miserable creatures possess the ability for cloning? I was not aware of this.
Queen Laura asks, Hey Zim and Gur, what do you think of Dib and his sister Gaz? Are they nice to Gur? Zim and Gur are gonna answer this question separately. We'll start with Zim.
Dib the Stink Beast and his sister? Not as powerful as me. Zim! They are weaker than the bloobiest blorg, never to defeat one such as I. Gur needs no niceness. He need only to serve his Urkin master.
And what are your thoughts, Gur?
Everyone like me, but I hate being alive.
Okay, moving on. Fire Afton asks, Zim, have you ever considered that you found the best side of the world to land on? Everyone in the city and town you are living in are stupid other than Dib and Gaz. And do you know what niceness can do for you? It could probably help you take over the filthy planet. You're my favorite character.
Ha 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 ha! I never would have expected anything else from the human worm babies. Their foolish, foolsy selves shall be their undoing. However, Zim needs no help in conquering Earth.
Fire Afton asks, Zim, can I join your invasion? I will do anything you want me to do.
Nonsense! Zim works alone! With Gur, but mostly Zim. I have everything under absolute control, for I am amazing!
Evan Simpson asks, Hey Zim, how is it now that you have a movie coming out on Netflix?
A movie? About Zim? I don't know what that means. Is this the niceness devised by the stink beast that will help me conquer Earth? And what is a Netflix? Zim is unclear as to the meaning of these words. Are they code for something? Zim is confused.
Shiali Hart asks, Zim's computer, have you ever seen Zim do something very human without Zim noticing, like that even Zim didn't know it was human-like? If so, what?
He's not going to get this, right? Like, this recording isn't gonna reach him in any way? Okay, I'm just gonna assume he doesn't. Yeah, well, he has, if you count blinking and eating things, he does a lot of standing and sitting. Those are fairly human activities, I guess. I mean, I don't really pay attention much, because, he never gives me anything to do, really. I mean, besides just, opening doors and stuff like that. So I guess, yeah, technically he does human things. Don't tell him that, though. He would have a meltdown.
Chi.A205 asks, Gur, do you want to eat tacos with me?
You want me to eat tacos with you? No! No, they're my tacos! Stay away! It's all mine!
Fire Afton asks, Gur, why are you so cute? I want to hug you so bad!
Ooh, I like hugs! I especially like it when the ketchup comes out! It's so delicious.
Evan Simpson asks, Hey Gur, how is it being Zim's sidekick?
Oh, I'm not a sidekick. I've never kicked anyone in their sides in my life. Except for that gopher and Billy. I kick Billy a lot.
Fire Afton says, to Professor Membrane, Yo, you do know Dib isn't insane, right? There are a lot of stuff that no one has discovered yet, and he could be the next you when you die. Think about that.
Sorry, I think that's just hilarious. You should take up a job as a comedian. You would be very good at it. Oh, but seriously, I do not believe Dib will be the next me because I am me, and I believe in things that are real, like science, and infinite energy, and Santa! Why, when I was Dib's age, I had already constructed my first nuclear reactor, as most children do. Dib just hasn't grown up yet. But fear not, one day he will, and until such a time comes, I will just have to accept him playing imaginary games with his friend Zit or whoever he is.
These next few questions are general, but I've assigned them to Recap Kid because I felt like they'd be the best character to answer them. At LoudFan123212 asks, Recap Kid, did you hear that Enter the Florpus is coming out in August?
Enter the Florpus is coming out in August? What if they want me to do a recap?
At Plush Blue EP Eric asks, Recap Kid, what's your favorite moment of the show?
My favorite part of the show? Oh, how could you ask me that? I mean, there's so many amazing parts to this show. I mean, like, there's the part where Zim is always trying to conquer the Earth, and the Dib's always there to stop him, and Gaz is always like, rah, 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 and Gur's always there like, wee-hee! And then, oh my gosh, you can't ask me that. Oh, I have so many favorite parts.
Evan Simpson asks, Recap Kid, why do you recap everything?
Why do I recap everything? Well, you guys gotta know what's going on in the stories. Like, I mean, who knows where you started? I mean, I'm pretty sure even the President Man knows you didn't start at the very first issue, just like the cheaters you are. So it's my job to make sure that you're caught up with everything that's happened in the story so far. I mean, if we didn't have Recap Kid, the universe wouldn't be in peril. Right? I mean, right?
Phew, made it. Thank you everyone who submitted questions. I had a blast reading through them all, and special thanks to my cast for coming up with answers. You guys rock! We might have to do a sequel at some point.